Categories, subcategories, and navigation is something that a lot of people may have been struggling to set up in GrooveKart. It is pretty simple to do, but there's just a flow to it. So this is very important when you're adding on products. You would need to put them in different categories and subcategories so that it looks nice and it has some kind of a flow for the people that visit your web store. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be covering this topic. My name is David Lemon. For those that may not know me, I'm the training manager in Groove Digital, and I'm happy to announce that GrooveKart is available for free for everybody. In case you are already familiar with GrooveKart but may need a little bit of just tips and hand-holding on how to set this up, this is what we'll be covering today. So hopefully you're ready to learn. This will be a short tutorial. It will not be something extensive. It can be done very quickly. It depends on what kind of categories and subcategories you would like to set up. We'll just go on today, have a look at an already existing store, and we'll have a look how to actually set up something similar within GrooveKart, because understanding how it looks already on a live site and then knowing how to recreate something like that, it's a better way to learn. So model something that already exists. You will see how it looks at the end before we actually even go to set it up. So that's what I wanted to teach you today. We covered this exact topic in the 3-day GrooveKart Accelerator, module number 2. In case you haven't seen that one, you can head over to YouTube, type in 3-day GrooveKart Accelerator, and you can have a look at there. We have also timestamps that you can just click on to different sections. This is one of those sections, but yeah, in case you haven't seen that one and you're interested in only in this topic, then you can continue watching. We are getting on people onto our live stream. I'm actually super excited that you are here, that you are watching. So yeah, I don't want to extend this any longer. I'm pretty sure we are ready to just jump in and then cover this topic from beginning. So we'll go in, open GrooveFunnels. If you don't have an account yet, you can just create one by going to GrooveFunnels.com and then create an account from there. But when you logged in, this is the dashboard you will see. You click on the left-hand side bar, which is called basically just on the button called Apps. You click on the GrooveFunnels over here, and then you find GrooveKart. The GrooveKart will be option to click on here in the left-hand sidebar. Once you click on it, there will be a menu that opens up with all your existing stores. In case you don't have a store yet, you can create one just by clicking over here, but we'll be using our own existing store from here. So we'll click on these 3 dots, back office, and we'll head over to the back office of the GrooveKart store. So we manage the subcategories and the categories. So as I said, we'll have a look on a pre-existing store, how that works and how it looks like. And the store that I would like to open is groovegear.com. This is the store where Groove and basically the Groove Digital company sells its own merchandise. So in case you would like to purchase something here, and if you're a Groove fan, this is somewhere where you can actually get something for yourself, and also maybe one of these beautiful neon logos that this handsome guy over there is promoting. So yeah, I myself am wearing, just a shameless promotion, I'm wearing a Groove hoodie. As you can see on this side, it says Groove, and on the back of it, it says Groove King. It says Groove King, basically. This design, I love it, and it's just a great feeling to be part of something bigger. But that's enough of this promotion. Let's just go on and have a look how they actually created the categories and subcategories on here. So this is Groove Gear, and you can see on the top navigation there are different categories for men's, women's, children, accessories, household, and GrooveZilla. So these are all categories. Some of these categories, like men's, women's, accessories, household, they have subcategories. They have categorization of what it actually shows. Like for example, in women's, this is a main category. So women is a category, and women's shirts and women's outwear is a subcategory of the main category. We'll go into GrooveKart and we'll show you how to set that up exactly. But I just wanted to explain how this looks like and what we will be creating actually. So accessories are also a main category, and then there are subcategorizations of those categories like face masks and hats. The all category is just a category page. So this is not a category by itself, but this is a category page which shows all the products from all subcategories, from all main categories under accessories. Okay. So hopefully you now understand what we'll be creating. I will give you some tips and tricks of how to actually manage your own store, how to actually categorize them. There could be categories based on colors. There could be based on like a product type. For example, some people will say accessories and then face masks and hats. These are like product types, different products. There could be by gender as well, men's, women's, as you see here, or children's. Could be also by age. So you create a children's category, but you create subcategories like children, like 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, whatever. You can create different categories by a different type. It just, you need to decide how you actually want to display it on your store. I'll actually show you how to do that one as well. So hopefully you are interested in this topic. We'll be covering most of these what I just showed you, but if you are ready, we can jump into GrooveKart and set up our categories and subcategories. So as you can see now, we are in our dashboard. This is the GrooveKart dashboard where we're modifying and editing the store. We have a couple of options on here. In order to find the categories and subcategories management, like the dashboard where we'll manage the categories, we'll need to click over here to products. In products, the second option on the left-hand side, as you can see, is the categories option. Once you click on the categories, this is where you will be able to choose and add categories. So we created this gyrotop accessories in the 3-day GrooveKart Accelerator module number 2. This is a video where we were covering how to create categories, but today we are going to be going in more detail on that. So as you can see, when we selected the categories, we have 2 of them here. We can add a new category by clicking on the top pink button over here. Oops, just over here on the add new category big pink icon. And once we do, this will bring us into the dashboard to create a new category. So we'll just model this one over here. We'll start with men's. Okay, we'll create a category called men's, and then we'll create subcategories for men's shirts and men's outwear. So let's just create a category which will be called men's. Okay. And we want to turn on to display. When we turn on this to display, this will show up, so it can be chosen and it can be also displayed on the front end of the store. Here we can see the parent category. We need to have a parent category, and at this moment the home is the parent category. If you don't want to put anything like this one, so for example, we're not creating a subcategory, but we're creating the main category on here, and the main category is on the actual home page, and this is the categorization. There is a home, and then the main category, and then the subcategory below that. So we are happy with what we have here. Is just the home page. Basically, the home is the main category or the parent category. And then here we can continue. So the description of this category, we can add on something like this. If somebody clicks on men's, you can decide if you want to add on some description. Maybe we can see what it says on all. There you go. This is the category that opens. If you want to add on a little bit of description like this, here you can shop all the men products. You can use, I don't know, coupon code to have 15% discount off or something like that. You basically introduce the category that the people click on. So this is the explanation. It's not necessary to add a description, but it allows you to actually further modify and further guide people into your store. Also, in case you have a cover image, like you want to, for example, create an image like, for example, this one, so this is an image that was created specifically to show the offer that we have. But in case you want, you can create an image like this one and create and add it as a cover image only for the category. Like here, if we would create a category called hoodies, we can add this as the cover image, that it announces this offer, the special offer that we have going on right now. Or in case you want to do something like this one, this could be also a like a cover image and things like that. So this is up to your imagination. Have a look at what you would like to do, but it is not necessary to add this on. So this is optional. The meta title, meta description is very good in case you have some sort of in case you're planning to actually appear inside the Google search. So I would just actually add on men's over here as well, because this is the name of the category. We can just add on the meta title men's, or if you want, you can say something like store name -- men's products. Okay. Then when this appears in Google, it will say like, okay, so this is a category page for the men's products on your store. So in our case, it would be Jira Top, because that's our store name. So Jira Top men's products, and it will show up in Google like this one, or in the search engines like this one, and it will make it easier for people to know what they're clicking on. In the meta description, you can explain the what the category is, like shop or discover all our men's, or like all our products in for men, and use coupon and 10 to get 10% discount on your order, or something like this. This will actually show up in Google. Let me just show you how. So for example, men's products. If you just Google men's products, we'll probably see something like this, like the best men's skincare and best men's grooming products. This would be the title that you can also manage over here. This would be the meta title. This is how it would show up in Google. And then the description is this part over here, the lower part, which says at this moment for this store, it says luxury men's skincare and men's grooming products, da 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 da. So what you could do is you could have a look at your competition, and this is what I usually suggest. In case you would like to know what to actually fill out in the meta title, meta description, and how to set up the friendly URL, I would suggest you to visit Google and type in some of the similar stores like yours. Like in case you're selling furniture, have a look at some of the furniture companies, the furniture stores, and how they are actually setting themselves up inside the search engines. Because if they are ranking high on search engines, you could model that, and maybe this could actually be a factor that will also bump you up on the higher rankings in the search engine. So model something that works, model something that is already working really well, and then the first organic search results in Google and other search engines, these work really well. So if that would be me and I would be selling skincare products for men, I would definitely just have a look and model something that they have here. So here they explain that the best skincare for men, and then best men's grooming products. So they actually do two categories under one category. So they explain what is in that category, and then also they just add on their keywords like men's skincare, men's grooming products, natural and organic ingredients, face wash for men, face moisturizer for men, aftershave, and things like that. So all of these keywords that they will actually be using, they used on the description of the meta description of the store. You could do something like this in case you are not creative, as I am right now. So you can also say something like with a coupon. So then you actually invite people onto your store with a coupon in hand, so they are ready to buy. So the friendly URL, let's just have a look how these people set up the friendly URL. You can have a look by either clicking on the on the category over here, or you can have a look at other stores, and this is how their URL shows up. So you can see here Amazon.com, and then they go to men's dash care dash products, then another category, and so on. Or Gearmoose is just going to gearmoose.com, has best men's grooming products, okay, and things like that. So you can see how the friendly URL was set up. My suggestion is the shorter, more on point, the better. Okay, the people don't like super long of these URLs, and this is what it says: make it friendly, make it short, make it memorable. I will just leave it as men's as it is right now. Once we click save, this created a category. We have now a category that is called men's. So following this, we have now the category men's. Let's just create a subcategory men's t-shirt. Okay, so we come back into GrooveKart. We'll close this green box, which is the success message. We'll click on the add new category. Here we can type in the actual subcategory name, which will be men's shirts. Okay, we want it displayed, but we want it to be under a category men or men's that we created earlier. So this is now the parent category. So what we created now is a category, and now we're creating a subcategory. The men's shirts will be a subcategory of the main category called men's. Okay, here you can add on the description. Also, you can add on a cover image in case you would like to add on something like that. But here, meta title, I would just say the best men's t-shirts that money can buy, or something like that. Like, for example, store name dash the best men's shirts money can buy. Something like that. Like, this is just my creativity, but as I said, just have a look how others are doing their categorization. Most probably the competition that you want to actually compete with, have a look how they set up their meta title, meta description, and follow something or model something that they are doing right now. You can also do this like men's care products dash your store name, as Amazon is doing. This could also work well. So let's just follow this one in this case. Men's shirt dash store name. Okay, and then a meta description. Let's just see what Amazon does. They actually have like dynamically created description, because it just shows all kinds of keywords: body skincare products, hair care products, that are not really relevant to one category, but because this is a big category, men's care products, these are the products that that Amazon has in that one category. So maybe you can just do these keywords, or what kind of shirts are you selling. But my suggestion is always to create something like this, to actually explain what people can have in there. So yeah, I'll just skip over the meta description right now, and then here, men's t-shirts, I would just do the friendly URL this way. Let me just zoom in so you can see a little bit better. Okay, remove my name so that you can actually see it. So at this moment, the friendly URL was like this: men dash s dash shirts. This is because we have this little little character that is not recognized by the URLs. You will never see this character over here, this I forgot the name, how it's called, but basically in a friendly URL you cannot put these kinds of special characters. So my suggestion is to actually keep it simple. Men's dash shirts is much simpler, much easier to actually see and pronounce, and it will be searchable by Google as well. So now that we save it, click this big save button on the top. It's an apostrophe, guys. You can see that now we only have one, and this is showing because we went into the actual parent category. We'll call men's. Okay, so when we click over here outside to go to categories, we see 3 over here. This is because the men's is now a main category that has also subcategories. So in case we come over here onto the left-hand side and we choose view, we can actually see this category and we can go into the subcategories of that one. So we created now what we see here. We created men's and we created a subcategory called men's shirts. Let's just create this one a bit quicker, men's outwear. Just by coming into the men's category, as you can see here, we are in the category called men's. Let me just go out and go back in again so you can follow it. So if we are here in the products categories, you will see all the categories that you have. In case you know that you have some of the subcategories, you can go into those subcategories by just clicking the action and then view. You are actually going to be viewing the main category. Then here you can see all the subcategories that you have in the main category called men or men's in our case. Let's just add a new subcategory. We'll call it men's outwear over here. Men's outwear. That we can search for the parent category, but we don't necessarily have to because it is already added here, because we went into the parent category and we created just a subcategory from there, and that means that the parent category is immediately chosen. So I'll skip over the meta title, meta description. I'll just probably edit this one, friendly URL. I'll just delete that one one dash so that we have everything visible nicely on here. We can click save, and that's basically it. So we created now the main category. I went really slowly so you can understand what are all the options. We created a subcategory and another subcategory just very quickly. So this is now what we have. We have men's category with two subcategories inside there. You will not see the subcategories only when you click the view button. Okay. So in case you are managing your own store and you don't know what kind of categories to put, you can put something like this. I have been searching for different ways to actually categorize the navigation and how to set up the navigation. And what I typed in store category lists, something like this, list of store by categories. And not, that's not the one. List of retailers. So store category organization or something like that. How to organize your e-commerce stores. So there are very good guides that could actually guide you through the taxonomies, hierarchies, and things like that on how to actually set it up. I cannot say this will work the best or this will work the best. This is something you'll need to explore for your own stores. For example, in case you're selling like this one over here, this store on the image, they are selling chemicals. How to actually categorize chemicals, like cleaning products, coating and sealers, concrete densifiers, cutting agents, decorative floor dyes and stains and things like that. As you can see here, these are the red one is the category, the main category, and the green ones are the subcategories. So I cannot tell you this will work the best for your niche because there is no best way to actually do it. So my suggestion is to have a look again and model something that your competition is doing. So let's just see over here this Brickleman's products. How did they categorize and their navigation? How did they set up their hierarchies? Okay, so they actually didn't do some big categorization on the navigation itself. They did, however, get a free sample kit. Like they have their offers in the navigation, which you can go, like these are different pages where you can get an order, a sample kit. Then they have rewards, they have an about section and support, but they didn't put in their main categorization and the subcategories in this main navigation, but they put it like this in the shop, and they categorize it by holiday shop, anti-aging, bestsellers, face, shaven beard, body and hair routines, and new products. So it's like not super like it's not categorized by age, by gender, by these are product types and also offer types like bestsellers, holiday shop. These are all offers, new products. What is a new product? The people that want to just buy the new things, not the old-fashioned things, they will probably want to click on new products. So um, there could be a lot of different taxonomies and categorization options. My suggestion is to have a look at what your competition is doing, have a look at how Amazon has it categorized, and decide what would be the best for your case. Like for example, here you can categorize it by brands in case you have like a lot of different manufacturers. If you're working with a lot of manufacturers on here, you can categorize them with brands. Or let's just go on, you can categorize them with color in case you want to set up I don't know, you're selling the same product, let's just say face masks, and you're a store that sells one product in particular. So you can have categories by, I don't know, on the main navigation you could have different sizes and different colors and different, I don't know, designs on there. So this would be also an option that you could do. You can have a size options, and then you could do a lot more. This article, it just didn't go into a lot of detail. So store category organization, this is what I actually typed into Google, and this is how I found these options. But there is a lot more than you can see over here. Just try to search for the best ways you could do it according to your niche. I cannot tell you now there is one to rule them all, one way to categorize things, but this requires a little bit of research on your end. But now that we set up our categories and subcategories, let's just go in to the page builder. So over here on the left hand side, we're back at GrooveKart. Let's just click over here to the page builder, the GrooveKart page builder, and let's set up our main navigation to display the products or the product categories that we set up. Okay, so this is now the page builder. As you can see, I have turned off the main navigation, but it now appeared. Let's just zoom in like this. So at this moment, I only have one, which is called the gyrotop accessories. In case you remember, this was something that we created in a different tutorial. But let me just show you how to actually manage. So we don't have this category anymore. How to remove a category, and how to add on our own that we created. We created the men's category with men's shirts and men's outwear. Okay, so let's just go in here to the menu called Pages. And here you have the navigation options. So this is the menu and pages. And the first option that you have here highlighted in pink is the navigation menu. Here, if you're in navigation menu, you can see the actual options that show up in the navigation menu. I will zoom out a little bit so this gyrotop accessory shows up in the navigation menu. If I want to add on a new category, I just click on this plus icon, and then we get a new menu element. Okay, it also showed up immediately on the navigation bar. If you want to rename it or edit it, just click these three dots next to it, edit menu. Here you can give it a name like men's. Okay. And then we'll choose where to open it. Do you want to open it in the same window so the page will reload and just open the new page or the new category? Or would you like it that the main page stays but it opens up another window, another tab with the actual category? I would say the same window, and here we can choose the link type. What do we want to link to this menu element called men's? I want to choose a category, and here these are the categories that we have right now available. So as I explained, the home is the main category. This is the main category, and then we have men's, women's, children, accessories, household, and GrooveZilla, or the categories that have subcategories as well. So if we open this category, we also have men's that we can further down open and see what are the subcategories. As you can see, the home is top organization, top taxonomy. Then below that we have the main categories, and then the men's have also subcategories on here. So we'll just click on this men's because we want this category to open when we actually show the men's, and then basically click this check mark. Now when we when we open this one, as you can see now, we have created men's and we have also gyrotop. I will just delete the gyrotop because I don't want that to show. At this moment, we only have men's. There is no drop down. As you can see on here, we have drop down menus, but on our category, we don't have drop downs. This is because we only chose the main category. Okay, so we went to edit and we only chose the main category of men's to show. If you want also to have a drop down, you will need to categorize it a little bit different. You'll be able to create categories with a drop down by selecting other categories as well here. So I will just set this up like that, men's, and then in the main category we can actually add on we can add on another category, but we can indent this category. This will actually create a drop down once we set it up. So in here we'll just add men's shirts. I want it to open in the same window, and I will add on a category which will be men's shirts. Cool. As you can see, it immediately popped from 2 categories to a category, one category with a drop down element, as you can see. And how I moved it in, I just hovered over with my mouse on this 6-pack. I like to call them a 6-pack. And then just by pulling it, dragging it a little bit inwards, as you can see this red outline, it shows where it will be positioned. And then this will create a drop down category, which will show up like this on the navigation. So in order to create another one, we can just add a new menu element, drag it in a little bit, click the edit menu button, and then we can say men's outwear. Okay, I want it to open in the same window, click the link type, open the category page. We'll click on this plus to further open the taxonomies, and then we'll just click the men's outwear. Cool. Once we click that check mark, now we have one category with a drop down that will display men's shirts and men's outwear. Cool, right? So that's basically it. We have the main category. We also have subcategories, and that's basically it. What if I want to add on a category like we have over here that is called all? How do I manage that? Well, you can create a category page. Okay, so you can create a category page that will display all the products. So on a category page, you can actually decide what products to display. Product list display, soap, share products. Okay, cool. And then actually once you set up this category page, you select it in the navigation as we did over here. So let's just add this on as well. So this will be men's. If somebody clicks on the men's products, all of the men's categories will be shown at the same time. But we can also create another menu element which will be called all, and I want to add it on here, which we go in and edit the menu. All, I want it to open in the same window, and I can add on categories or pages that I can decide to what to display. Okay, and then I will add just a category which will say men's. This will display all the categories of all the products from men's. So that's basically it. This is a short tutorial on how to create a navigation. Now that we have saved, let's just have a look how it looks like on the front end. Here we have the gyrotop. This is the actual product, the store that we created. If we hover over this category, we will have now all. If we click on it, we'll display all the products. At this moment, we don't have any products in the men's category. If you click on the men's shirts, it will display only the men's shirts subcategory. If you click on men's outwear, it will display only the men's outwear subcategory. But people can also click on the men's over here, and it will also open all the men's products. So we created a category over here. When it's clicked, it will display all the products, but we created also another option so that they can choose to display all the products. So these two, when clicked men's and clicked all, they will go into the same category. It just gives the customers a little bit better overview of what the navigation is and on how to actually go into what products. So as I said, there is no best way to categorize things. It just think logically. If you would be a customer, what you would be looking for? Would you be looking for colors? Would you be looking for specific products? Like for example, here we have on groovegear.com, we have household products, and then we can further categorize them in subcategories like blankets, mugs, and pillows. Or would it be smart for you to actually put a category over here like mugs, and then the mugs could have red, orange, blue, something, further subcategorization of color? Or would it be better if it has like cats, dogs, firemen? I don't know, I'm just coming up with different niches. So people will go, okay, I want to buy mugs, but mugs that have cats on them. So you will need to see how the categorization of your products works and decide that way. But as I said, use Google. Google is your friend. Type in your competitions stores, or just a niche like cat merch store, and have a look how they are. For example, now we are in the cat store, cats merch store, and then let's just have a look. Cats, the musical goods. Okay, shop warrior cats store. How did they do it? Okay, new in, that's a main category, and then they have different subcategories for the new in. They have clothing, they have accessories, they have homeware, and they have further categorized it by clan. I don't know what these means. They have toys and plush, like as you can see here. Toys and plush can also be in the accessories, for example, for some products. But they also put a store or a product type out here to be able to as a main category, as you can see. So have a look at what your competition is doing, and then do something similar, because if they are ranking high, if they're actually selling quite a lot of goods on their store, then model what works already. So as I said, ladies and gentlemen, this will be a short tutorial, very straight, very on point. I just wanted to jump in because I have seen a lot of people don't fully understand what the actual categories, navigation, how to set them up, how to do these drop down menus. Actually, before I finish, I want to just show you one more thing. Inside GrooveKart, in case you want to add on some products into the main category, or even separated by the subcategory, how would you do that? Let's just go back to the GrooveKart admin panel, and in the product section, once you click the product, you can go into the my products. Let's just say I have a product and I want to put it into the men's shirts category, or actually the subcategory. Let's just say I have this product, Gyratop foldable desk. I want to add it in the category, not Gyratop accessory, but I want to add it into men's shirts, okay, in the subcategory men's shirts. So I want to change this category into my own subcategory that I just did with you guys together. So I will click over here, the actions button. Let me just come on to the left hand side, actions button, edit. And then here, if you scroll down, you can see the product categories. Now I will go back to the right hand side. Cool. So here we have the product categories. The default category is marked as pink. Click to set a default category. Cool. So what the default category means that you can put up one product into multiple categories. All the categories that will be showing up here, you can put that product in. So in case you have one product like this hoodie, you can put this hoodie into men's category, you can put it in women's, you can put it in children's, you can also put it into GrooveZilla because it has a little GrooveZilla on there. So you can put all of these categories onto one product just by adding on the categories like this. So you click here, search to add new categories, and then I will type in men's, and then all the options show up here. We have men's shirts, you can click on it, and now this has been added as another category. Okay, let's just add it on also in men's main category. As you can see here, home, men's. So this is the main category. Home, men's, and then men's shirts is a subcategory. This is what we selected previously. So let's just add it also in the main category. So now we have added a product into multiple different categories. And this is what I was explaining. Like you can have this hoodie in men's, women's, and GrooveZilla, like 3 different categories, the same hoodie, the same product. In order to choose which is the main category, which is the, like if somebody clicks on the actual hoodie, like order the hoodie now, what is the category that it will display? At this moment, it is displaying men's as the main category. This is how it was created. But this one product can also show in multiple different options because the categorization is done by colors. So men will probably not choose the light pink option. And also people that are interested in buying things like things with GrooveZilla, they will click on GrooveZilla and also be able to find it. And this is how you manage this one. Okay, so I can put it this product that I have in Gyrotop accessories, but also show them in other categories. And you decide which is the main category by just clicking on them and then having it marked as pink. Okay, so I'll leave it here and I'll click save. So hopefully if everything goes as planned, we can preview the product. It will be displaying in Gyrotop accessories. As you see, this is the main category where the product shows up. But if we go over here to men's all, it will still show up this product because this is how we set it up. We can also see men's shirts because that's also a subcategory that we chose in the product setup, and it also shows here as well. So that's just what I wanted to show you, that you can manage which product shows in which category by going into editing the product and then deciding there. So let's see if we exit from here. We could see that the category is displaying only the main category. So I didn't actually change this one. I didn't change the main category, but I added on 2 more categories to show up one product in. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of understanding how to manage the products, how to manage the categories, also the navigation bar, and just make it easier for you to set up a really nice searchable stores on inside GrooveKart. There is a question from a Facebook user, not quite sure who this is, but how do you find out who is high ranking? It's extremely simple. Like you type in your search, your keywords in Google. Like let's just say you're selling table covers, okay? Table covers store. Then you have a look here in Google. You'll see that the first couple of placements are ads. If it says here ad, this is an ad. If you scroll down, you will be seeing the Google Maps listing, and the first option below that is the actual organic ranking. So my suggestion is always look at the organic ranking. It should not have any type of mention that it's an ad. It will not be one of these local stores that you can choose from, but you will see who is high ranking by just visiting these and having a look what these stores have done. So this is how to find high ranking stores. There's another question from Shital. I saw your intro to GrooveKart for new members video a few hours back, and I had doubt how to add subcategories. Thanks for this video. It's really helpful. My pleasure. Thank you very much. What is you don't want the category to be displayed in the top menu, but on a category image on the home page? Let's just test it out. Let's just add on a category image. So what if you don't want the category to be displayed in the top menu, but on a category image? That's very simple. So you actually delete. So let's just say that we have men's, but we don't want to show it here, so we can just delete the whole menu. Okay, so it will not display anymore inside the navigation. So that is very simple to manage. But let's just say that I have element which will be categories list, and I can drop it down here. now I can select the categories from here. If you go into settings, let me just disappear. If you go to settings, you can select the categories you want to display. The same thing, the same drop down and the same selectors as with the pages. So you can either decide you want to display the whole categories, which is men's, or you can dive in and actually just display separate categories. So you can just you can display the whole main category, or you can just dive in and select subcategories to display on the store inside this categories list. So it's very simple to manage. And if now, for example, you want to only show the subcategories but you don't want to show everything in the navigation on the top, let me just, so as you can see, it's now in the navigation. I can just delete this and this one as well, and this one as well, and this one as well. Now I don't have any kind of menu in the navigation, but I do still have these options on the categories list. So this is a category element, which is you find it here in the elements, products, and then categories list. That you drop it on your canvas, and then you can click into it in the settings over here, and you can choose which categories to show. You can also manage categories position on which one to show first. As you can see now, men's outwear is first. If I drag this down with a 6-pack, then the men's outwear is second. You can also choose how many categories to display per row. So now I'm on a desktop. I want to actually just display 2 categories. They will be showing like that. If I want to show 3 categories, then they will be showing like that. And also on all the other devices. It's pretty simple to manage. It's very easy to play with it. And then once you actually did, you can the image that backend as the cover of the category. So let me just save it and then go back. So if I put as you can see here, we have men's outwear. There is no image in the background. It's like a gray kind of image in the background because we didn't set up our own subcategory cover image. So let's just go do that right now. We go out into the GrooveKart panel, products, categories, and then here we want to manage the men's outwear. And I will click on the main category here, edit, and then we can go in and dive in a little bit more. Oops, not edit. Sorry. Not edit, but view. We want to just view the category so we see all the subcategories in there. Okay, and now I want to change this men's outwear image. I want to add on an image in there. Okay, and this is the category cover image. So I'll just find a dummy men's outwear image to use. But I suggest you to create your own to match your branding so that it matches your store and things like that. Let's just say that we want to have an image where we have a little bit more options. For example, let's just use this. We have more options. It displays that there are more things to buy in this subcategory. So I'll just open an image in a new tab and just download this image. Now, this image I will not use on a live site. This is just for demo purposes. I don't suggest you download any kind of image here from the internet because that is not yours. You don't have a license to use it. You don't have basically the approval of the image creator to use it. So don't use this one. This will be just for demonstration purposes. Okay, now I set up a category cover image, and this is the main image. It says it here for your category. It will be displaying on the store. So let's just open the gyrotop.groovekart.com here, and hopefully our category will be shown over here. As you can see, as we set up the image in the background, now it is showing in the men's outwear as the category, just because we set up a cover image for this subcategory. You can do this for your main categories as well. You can do this for your subcategories, and they will be displaying like this on the store. If you don't set it up, they will display this gray blank image, which doesn't look good on the store, but I highly suggest you to create images for your categories and subcategories in order for your visitors to know what they are looking for. Cool. So I'm going to come back now and I will actually wrap this up, because this was just a short tutorial. Hopefully now you learned how to manage categories, subcategories, and your navigation inside your GrooveKart store. I'm looking forward to see what you can create with this one. In case you do have any questions, please feel free to ask them. But I try to cover as much and as detailed as possible inside this short tutorial. So that's it. Thank you very much. I can see Dwight saying, thanks, man. I know the answer, but thought others might like to see it done. Perfect. Thank you very much for thinking about that, Dwight, as well. I appreciate for all of you guys for being here. As an outro, I want to mention that right now, tonight, we have, it's 18th of December 2020. I want to invite you to join tonight on the webinar. Today, we have a kick-ass webinar with Mike and Donna going to present something awesome for you and basically announce something that will change the whole course of future. I will not tell you anything. I'm super excited. I cannot wait. It will be starting soon. Check your emails. You have received a couple of invitations, and hopefully we'll see you there. So thank you very much, guys. See you in the next video. Bye now.